Hi everyone, the Lone Wolf here, and welcome back to some more Tekkit and our journey to the moon. And in this video, we're going to talk to you guys a little bit about some of the other bottlenecks that we've managed to fix. So first of all, food. Food has been a little bit of a problem because you need to go quite a bit away in order to find some cows and stuff like that, and just eating apples all day long is not really that good. So my brother fixed this with this right here, a fisher. You just put it over water. You can put a battery right next to it, and it automatically gets you raw fish, which you can then cook into cooked fish. And there you go. We get plenty of food, and this doesn't take up a lot of energy, so this can really run for quite a long time. And that was a great solution for our food. Now back here, the lava experiment for power did not go so well. So we were thinking about an alternative, and the most obvious one was biopower. And here is my attempt. Unfortunately, it's a failed attempt, although a part of it does work. These are 5 block breakers. Here we have some sugar canes that are running, and since they grow, I thought that these would be good for biofuel. So I pump them into this chest, which then goes into a bioreactor. And then the theory would be that that would create biofuel and then energy for the energy cell. Unfortunately, it doesn't work that way. Sugar canes don't work in the bioreactor. So this is really a little bit pointless. But I'm keeping it running for now. We'll see if I find a better alternative or something to do with the block breakers and the sugar cane. But yeah, this failed experiment on my part because this bioreactor actually doesn't work. The stuff you see here, this biofuel, actually comes from some saplings, which I added in order to test it. Over there you can see my brother, who has actually managed to fix it. But before that, before I join him, I want to show you guys one other cool item that he made. That is right here, a deep storage unit. In this unit you can store as much of a single item as you want. In this case, cobblestone, because we have so much of it from the quarry. And all you have to do is just you put it in the inn and it gets stored. And as you can see, we now have 22,536 cobblestone in storage at the moment, and you can just take it back out like that. So there you go. You know, I could take out all of this stuff and then put it right back in. So that's a really awesome item for some of the very common goods that you have. And now up here, my brother's got actually a functional biopower station. So why don't you explain this setup?
Okay, hello. So let's start with, obviously you need a power source, which is the redstone energy cell, which gives power to 2 machines, the planter down here and the harvester up here, which just ticked over, the harvester up here. From the harvester, the goods that have grown in this tiny little patch of dirt are piped into this chest down here, where you can already see some stuff. And then I have a advanced wooden transport pipe that I tell to take out the saplings and the seeds. The saplings and the seeds are then piped over and filtered down by this advanced something pipe into the planter and into the bioreactor. The bioreactor, which makes the biofuel for the generator, which powers the energy cell. So it's a nice little loop. It works very efficiently actually, and particularly sorry, with trees. So I'll show that right away by growing one. The harvester is pretty awesome.
Whoa.
Nope, there it goes. So you can get a lot of extra wood. If you use rubber trees, you can get extra raw rubber, stuff like that. It's really efficient. It's awesome.
That's indeed a really awesome setup. Oh, look at that go. Yeah, that's really cool. On top of that, I suppose that if you use a tree with only wood, you can then use that wood to power some Stirling, to turn it into charcoal, power some Stirling engines, and get even more power out of it.
Yes.
Although, as far as we can tell, this is a energy positive setup, right? This actually creates more energy than it absorbs.
I started with an energy cell with about 400,000 mJ, and now it's totally full. There's a pretty good stock of biofuel in the generator, so after some time all of that will fill up. So it's probably even better to have more energy cells and indeed to take out all of the excess stuff that you will have, maybe pipe it out, but well, it's a nice little loop. It works.
Yeah, that's really cool, and we'll probably use a loop like this to power
Whoops.
to power an oil manufacturer, an oil creator. Well, there is something that creates oil, and then we'll turn it into fuel with a loop like this, because unfortunately my setup with the sugar canes is not energy positive. All it really does is grab some sugar canes. So yeah, this is going to probably be one of the best ways to generate power, because you actually don't need to do anything anymore at this point, especially if you also loop the wood into Stirling engines for more energy. It just becomes a net energy producer, and you don't have to do anything anymore. So that's really a very awesome setup that my brother worked out. And this is probably going to be the basis if we want to start creating other stuff in separate small buildings like that. As you can see, it's not even that big of a setup. I'd say a 5-on-5 or maybe a little bit bigger gets it done very easily, like 7-on-7, no problem whatsoever. So that's really great. And yeah, that's definitely endless power now. So we already had a good power setup that just needed some manual labor, but this is fully automatic, and that's really cool. And to end up with, I'll show you guys how we've been handling the quarrying. So here you can see 2 finished quarries and how we top them back off. I just use some stone bricks on the outer edge, and then some dirt in the middle there. And we could, I think I'll plant some trees right in the middle and just grow like a big park that way. But I do need to put up another quarry right here. So let's see if I can get that done. Let's see, where should I put it? I want again from here 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So on this line, and then here I think. Let's see if it works. No, it doesn't. The reason for that is, I think, because there is still some yeah, there you go, because there was still some dirt that was a bit too high, this right here. So I'm just plonking it down a little bit higher. Let's check out that this one comes down to right here. So everything within this on a 9x9 is going to be absorbed again. So that's a good setup. Let's put down our stone pipe like that. I will actually need an engine there and a torch as well. Engine, here we go. Redstone torch at the back, like that. And then just connect this to the piping system, like that. So there we go. That'll do. And here we go. Connect back here, and that's done. And all I need to do now is, as you saw in the previous episode, is connect this with a couple pipes, energy cables, and then put up a full battery here, and we'll start going once I put this on an exit. And there you go, the quarry is being produced by the small drone. What we have found so far is that you need pretty much 1.5 batteries in order to do a full quarry all the way to bedrock on a 9x9. So if you have 2 of them, that's really gonna work out really well. So far I do it 1 by 1 because it actually tends to fill up our chests very quickly, and this way it's still somewhat controllable. But once this is finished, you'll see that awesome speed again. There you go. There's the quarry, and all that's dirt for now, and sand is going to get transported all the way back to our home base over there. Let's kill that spider. God damn it. Get away. And so this is going to be how we're going to expand the quarrying. So that should be a very nice and methodical expansion of that. And once again, all of this stuff comes into this iron chest up over here, and we can well, make all the necessary ores, dusts, bars, and whatever from it within here, which is basically our primary production facility. This is our storage facility, and as you've seen, we found a nice solution for the cobblestone, the biogenerator that is working, my fill attempt, and here we've got an endless supply of food in the form of fish, which my brother just took, I guess.
Yep.
And here is the big lava road that is now slowly expanding to become a full base. And so once we get a couple more of those bioreactors going to produce fuel, I think we're pretty much ready to try and get started on producing some rockets. I actually also have started experimenting with the gear for oxygen and stuff, so I figured most of that out already as well. So yeah, we're well underway. I think most of the groundwork has been laid by now, especially that small bioreactor there is definitely the final piece of the puzzle that we needed in order to really be able to do anything we wanted. And so yeah, we're just going to continue expanding a little bit. I think the next step is going to be try and make fuel, and then we'll go after the rockets. Anyways, that's it for this video, guys. I'll see you all next time.